Welcome back to the channel. I'm RJ and I'm in the back of this 96 Dodge Maxi, and we're here for another episode. Episode is gonna be 55 today, and it is February 25th and it is Tuesday. But first, a moment from our sponsor. Brought to you by My Coffee. Oh, that's hot and it is so good. Available at grocers near you. Now here's your weather. In Columbus today it is exactly 44 degrees. Humidity is only 95%. And it's going to be 78 today. Welcome to Georgia. Not going to put any layers this morning on because it's going to get warmed real quick. I'm probably just going to have I don't know. I don't feel like I'm going to be putting anything on. Probably something on my sleeves. I don't know. Haven't gotten that far yet. It's about 5:30 in the morning, folks. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I'm on the back lot. I'm out in the woods, so to speak. Had a blast yesterday. When I got done with everything, it was about, I don't know, 7 o'clock. And I made my way over to Oliver Dam, which I sat there, and it got to about 10:30. I hit it on out. I actually, I was going to sleep at the Cracker Barrel last night. I did. It's a quarter mile from the dealership, and I'm like, yeah, I was going to do the Walmart, and Walmart's up the street a little bit ways further. And I pulled in there, got all set up, and was sitting on the bed contemplating the next morning. And you know, if I've got to do that and I got to do this, then I'm going to be short on some time, and then I would have had to move it real early in the morning because I don't want to be in their parking lot, because it's a small parking lot, making a video and somebody come knocking on the door. So I went back up front, broke everything down to where I can move, and went over here on the back lot. Can't nobody see me until I appear, so it's all good. It's all good. So what's happening today? It's gonna be Tuesday. I've got some things I gotta clean up. Lord knows we got problems there. That is good. That is so good. But it feels comfortable out here. Very comfortable. As you can see, I'm in just some sort of t-shirt I just grabbed, so y'all don't have to look at my man boobs. I trimmed my beard up a little bit. Hope it, I think it's even. Gotta label it up. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's pretty good, if I do say so myself. Time, folks, you know what that means. It's time to shed off those pounds and walk around with the dad bod. Only this year my dad bod is incomplete. Yeah, I know nobody wants to see some 60-year-old walking around with his shirt off, and I'm going to change that because, yeah, in the summertime I do a lot of shirtless days and moments. And now that I'm going to be running the camera, yeah, I don't want my belly, I don't want to show Dunlap disease. And for all you that don't know, Dunlap disease is when your belly Dunlapped over your belt, which is kind of funny. But not in this camp. No, I am going to have as much of a flat stomach as possible. I hope. if it'll conform. Everything I'm reading, I should be able to get it down within about 6 to 8 weeks. God, it's so good. I got my fan on. Don't know if you can see that, but I got my Sirocco 2 fan. This thing pivots any which way and goes every which way and does a really, 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 really good job. Woo! And it's plastic, so I don't have to worry about it when it bites my fingers. And that's a good thing because I'm accident prone. Very much accident prone. So we stayed out on the property. I'm sure you watched that video. That was a kind of a big bird that popped out of there, but either way, now we're back to the talking head. Maybe pretty soon I will have some sessions outside, and I did run the heater last night with the window wide open. Go figure, go figure. I don't know. I filled up the propane tank yesterday. It took right at 5 gallons of propane, and I think propane went up a little bit. Well, it wasn't too bad because it only, the last time I filled the other one up, it was $17.86. This time was $1 more, but I've got a full solid propane, and that's probably going to be the last propane I get filled this year. I've got another spare tank at the studio. As soon as I go to put them up, I will fill that one up and top this one off, and then put them up for the winter or the summer and have them ready to go next fall. So I'm having a problem with thermocouple, and I probably shouldn't have said something. I probably jinxed myself, but it's taking a little longer for the thermocoupler to allow the gas to go through it. 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. It's about to be 10 months before Christmas. So I don't know where that got started. Don Wallace usually said something about that. He's always posting in the middle of the story. It's how many days before Christmas, and yeah, it gets some views. It's funny. Going on in your life? What is driving you today? I'm not going to speak directly on it, but it's possibly a very good thing. And then if it's not, then it's just another thing I wasted my time and thoughts and energies on. But I'm okay with that. I really am. In this case, good coffee. So it's getting hotter outside. It's going to be getting hotter, which means the customers are going to have shorter fuses, which means we are going to have shorter fuses. And the only thing I can say is I got to keep bubbly with a positive attitude and thought. Yeah, I think that's even. I might have one hair out of the way. I don't know. So, I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Baseball season's starting. I may end up doing something with that. I may interact over there. I may bring a little video blog to it. In my life a little bit, and let you see some of the other things I do besides just vanning or vanlifing or van life, however it goes. But I guess they got field day this weekend, or the 14th of next month, which means season's about to open. All the hearts and dreams and parents wanting their kids go major, and about halfway through the season, reality sets in, and they calm down. They calm down, but it's all good. Everybody just wants the best for their child, no matter the situation. No matter if the kid's got talent or not. Child. And I say child, he was 13 or 14. He was probably 14. And I wouldn't let him on the infield. And his mom demanded he be at second base. Which, second base comes a lot quicker than shortstop. But even shortstop. But anyway, we met after practice one day, after all the kids left. I met with the league president and somebody else, and we all had a conversation. And, I pleaded my case and she pleaded hers. She wanted her kid on the infield. She was tired of him playing right field because nothing ever happened out there. She knows what that position was for or being used for on my squad. And she wanted me to prove it. No problem. She said her boy can do. I'm like, okay. I looked at Keith. Yeah, Keith was probably he was with baseball with me. He's still in baseball. He's more full time. I'm more part time of it. Okay. So she wanted him to be at second base. So yeah, okay, we're gonna try him out. Let's go ahead and do this. Keith, I'm not going to hit the ball. I'm not going to fungo the ball to him because I've got a stake in this. You've been a coach. You fungo the ball to him. So the kid gets out there, and Keith shoots a dozen balls to him, and every one of them went past him. Every one of them bounced. Every one of them did what they weren't supposed to do. One of them flared up and hit the kid in the chest. And it was kind of hard. I'm glad I didn't hit the ball because I would have felt bad, or it would look like I was trying to purposely sabotage this kid's tryout. And the mom, even after seeing it, she was still livid on the fact that we were not going to allow him in that position. And somehow in the conversation, she said something, y'all just doing this because my boy's handicapped. I mean, Keith kind of tilted their heads, looked at each other, and kind of, do tell. And it says, just because my kid's legally blind does not mean he can't do this. And me and Keith just kind of looked at each other, nodded our heads, and said, okay, is there anything else we can do for you this evening? Because he's going to be playing right field and he's going to get his at-bats and we'll work there, but he's not going on the infield. This mama wanted this kid to be on the infield playing in a hot corner or in the middle of a corner, and the kid's legally blind. I don't know how you can do that to your child. Because if somebody don't want to put him in that position, we're not doing it because he's handicapped. We're doing it for his safety. Hey, I got this. You see that right there? That is a big scar. My lip was exploded, okay, when it hit that baseball, or the baseball hit my face. And my lip was split open and looped down, and it was gross. And I was a grown man. You want that on your child just to prove a point? Just so you can say, my kid can do anything. Yes, your kid can do anything. But you got to do it with smartness. And putting a kid legally blind anywhere on the infield, whether it be first, second, shortstop, or third base, is you're going to have some blood. At some point, there's going to be a lot of pain. And then us coaches have got to go out there with the bags and handle that and stop the game. And it could have all been prevented by the kid. And the kid was okay with playing right field. It was the mom. And then she was a single mom, so she had this complex. And we were all these guys and everything, being coaches, being mean. And no, it was for the kid's safety, because he wasn't good at that. I didn't know he was legally blind until after we had tried him out. But it made sense from the way he judged things and stuff. And I'm afraid that's the way it was. You know, he attacked a fly ball that came out to him in right field one time, and he was looking up, had his hands above his head, and still got hit in the head. Okay, not a problem. Are you okay, kid? I expect at least you stopped the ball from doing something. The center fielder was on it, picked it up, threw it, tended to him, and whatever happened. But yeah, baseball season is upon us. These kids are out here for fun, not anything more. Well, that's my little story. I guess Vanlife and baseball is back. Y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm RJ. This is the 96 Dodge Maxi. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and make out somebody's day better. Put your best foot forward, make a difference in somebody's life, and call your mom. She'll really appreciate it. Bye now.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the